I'm on the dance floor at Tao, the poshest nightclub in Chicago. I am so out of my element. The music is blaring, I can't hear anything. I'm there to celebrate my friend Jesus' birthday, and the whole crew is on the dance floor, we're having a good time. And he has a friend visiting from out of town, his name is Dima. Dima is wearing a white button-down shirt, he has some scruff, dark hair, really like luscious lips. And he asked me a question, and I can't hear a word that he said. I'm just really focusing on these luscious lips, trying to understand, and finally the words break through the music. Do you like hairy chests? I'm so confused, but I feel like weirder questions have been asked on dance floors, so I think and say, yeah, I do. I look underneath the buttons of his white shirt and see that he has a hairy chest. I look up, we lock eyes. He smiles, I smile. And in that moment, we are the only ones on the dance floor. I can't handle this eye contact, so I look away, I just keep dancing for a couple minutes, and then I casually look back just to scope at the scene, and oh my God, he's still smiling at me. What feels like hours goes by, and the gap between us closes, and we start dancing. I put my hand behind his head, I play with his hair, he puts his hand on my hip, and we have a dance floor makeout. It is magical. We are dancing underneath the high ceilings of the club. The music is pulsing through our bodies. I feel so alive. Unfortunately, my night comes to an abrupt end because I have to take my friend home who had too much to drink. And Dima, the guy I'm dancing with, doesn't have a phone because he dropped it in Lake Michigan earlier that day on a boat tour. So we had no way to communicate, and I leave feeling really happy but wanting more. So Monday morning rolls around, and I'm just working at home, thinking to myself, like, how was I having the time of my life on Saturday, and now I'm at my stupid standing desk making a PowerPoint? Like, how can these two really different moments be happening within days of each other? This is just crazy. So I look at my cat, who's napping on my bed, as he does every day, and I'm like, fuck it, it's 2023. We don't let hot men slip through our fingertips. We go after them. So my cat licks his palm, which I interpret as strong agreement. And I text my friend, Jesus. And I'm like, so, how long is Dima in town for? Within minutes, we have a date scheduled. Side note, everyone needs friends like this. The date is perfect. We go to a rooftop bar overlooking Lake Michigan, which I've never seen look so blue before. Dima is confident and deliberate. He makes sure I sit right next to him, and he opens his hand to welcome mine, which is where it stays for the next 2 hours. There is no small talk. He asks me about my life goals, how I think about the world, about marriage and kids, and it's just a dream. I've never felt so connected to anyone in my life. The 2 hours fly by, and I say how sad it is that we don't live in the same place. And he says, well, we'll keep talking. Anything can happen. So I call him an Uber, since he still doesn't have a phone. We kiss goodbye. And over the next couple of days, I feel like I'm floating, but my heart really hurts. What are you supposed to do when you connect so deeply with someone who doesn't live in the same place as you? I message him on Instagram, and I say, I had such a great time with you. I miss you already. And I just keep checking my phone that day. Hours and hours go by, and then finally, he replies. I actually walked to a garden so I could be in a zen place to open up this message. I have my friend on FaceTime, and it says, I had a great time getting to know you. Thanks for the Uber. That's it? Is this the same guy who was asking me how many kids I wanted? I feel so delusional. I walked through the entire date wondering how my interpretation could be so off. And all this emotional spiraling just makes me reminisce about other crushes I've had in my life. And I think all the way back to first grade, my very first crush, sitting on the classroom carpet in the back row during story time, and I just kissed him on the cheek. And I just love how bold my younger self was. And I haven't dated any of these crushes that I've been talking about, but I still like to reminisce about them sometimes. And I'll never regret telling someone how I feel about them, and I think I'll always feel giddy around someone I like. And it just makes me think everything that we feel and do is special, even if it stays in that moment. Thank you.